Hey guys, it's Mike with Become the Night. Welcome back to another reaction video. Oh, we are doing the princess, the queen today. The next Eddie Van Halen herself, Taylor Swift. All right, so she just dropped a track this Thursday. It's a single coming up for her new album that's coming out in November. Last night during the VMAs, which everyone cares about the VMAs. If there's one thing that the world truly has any shits to give about, it's the fellatio party that is the VMA Fest. She dropped the video for that new single there, and there's been a whole lot of hubbub about it and a whole lot of talking, and I figured, you know what? What an auspicious time to give a couple of cents on my thoughts for Taylor Swift. Let's begin. Starts out very dark and brooding, kind of Halloween-esque. Here lies Taylor Swift's reputation. This is going to be the foreshadowing for the whole thing of like the death of the old Taylor and the birth of the new. Oh yes. As we're about to see, she has changed so much. Like we won't even recognize her anymore.
I don't like your little games.
Just for starters, if this is what she's choosing as a rebirth, yeah. Zombies are the living dead, they aren't reborn, so basically you're just a walking corpse. So far, not the best representation of what you're going for here.
Like your tilted stage.
Really liked that effect.
Role you made me play of the fool.
Okay, so this is her shot at Kanye. I'm not gonna go into the details as to why it's about Kanye, because frankly, they're all fucking stupid. But she's taking shots at Kanye because he called her a bitch in one of his songs, ran up on stage while she was winning an award and said Beyonce should have won it. I mean, at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? Apparently, there's been a whole drama of them trading blows for a while, and I'm just like, dude, like, fucking get over yourself. I mean, we basically have a slugfest of the egos at this point. That's really what it comes down to. You're really gonna make a whole fucking song because he went up on stage and made an ass out of himself? He didn't make you look like an ass. I mean, I could see why you might be embarrassed. Then he calls you a bitch in a song. Fucking go through my comments section, for God's sake. Ugh, get over it.
I don't like your perfect crime. How you laugh when you lie.
Okay, I don't know what these lines are all about, but this will be a good opportunity for me to talk about the actual music portion. So far, the actual music portion of it, not the lyrics or even the melody or whatever, just going off of the backing track, I fucking hate. Okay, maybe hate's a strong word, but just more detest because of how, like it could literally be anything. Anything in the last 15 years, you couldn't distinguish it. Now, I understand this is the intro and it starts to get more so and more so as it goes on. Now, melodically, I don't dislike it. I mean, yes, it is simple, but it's supposed to be simple, memorable, and catchy, and it's supposed to be poignant, and I think she's capturing that pretty well. Especially with the da-da-da, da-da-da, I think it's a good way to break it up with the simple da-na-na-na, like that's almost like old school fucking chant right there, some like shit you sang in church. So far, definitely not the worst pop song I've ever heard. Taylor Swift actually does have talent. Put down the pitchforks, the lady does actually have talent.
Cool. No, I don't like you.
That makes two of us. So the snake thing, like, I don't get why they're in this video, but apparently that's like a whole motif of her like shedding her old skin of her old self and now she's being reborn. Like, I can dig on that or whatever. I don't think the snakes are conveying that very well in this one, but I think it was supposed to be tied into her social media. Anyway, so far I really like the visuals of the music video. Unless you know what's going on, unless you're in the it makes no fucking sense to you whatsoever. I will 100% go along with that. This is actually one of my favorite visuals here because of the contrast. She's like very white, there's kind of like a darker rich gold, and then that red pops out, and dude, ladies in red I am all about, especially ones that look like Taylor. And also I will say this, for this as a pre-chorus, I actually do enjoy it. Now yes, I have heard this before, like instantly, I don't know why, this makes me think of Britney Spears, this entire song. Like I've absolutely heard this whole thing before somewhere. I can't name all of them for one, but I mean, I will say it is definitely catchy and it's well constructed. And the singing is, okay, Taylor Swift actually does have a very good voice, but she is purposely doing this pop effect that I'm just like, I'm so fucking over.
Underlined. I check it once, then I check it
Britney
twice.
Spears.
Oh, look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me. Ooh.
Okay, first of all, I fucking despise this chorus. Lazy as piss, just repeating, look what you made me do over and over again. This is like, fuck, man. I'm gonna come back to it as to why I hate it as much as I do, but I mean, just the fact that it's lazy is just bass beat with a little bit of snare and her saying, look what you made me do. Oh, and the saddest fucking part of this entire chorus. Sorry, I put my drink down. That's how upset I was. The saddest part about this chorus, she paid royalties to fucking Right Side Fred, the guys that did I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt, because apparently they got inspiration from that song and they wanted it to sound that close that they had to pay out royalties to them. And I'm thinking to myself, what in the actual fuck? When I first heard that section, I did not think Right Side Fred. I thought maybe something like, I don't know, I was picking up vibes of, again, Britney Spears or like Gwen Stefani or something like that. I can see after being told how it sounds like Right Side Fred, but I mean, if you just go by the rhythm they choose on the drums, even the way that the drums are mixed and sampled, her voice is kind of a similar affect, but it's not even in the same rhythm. Like, both of them are so stripped down and mundane. How close do you need to get to fucking pay this shit out in royalties to get sued or whatever? This is specifically why in my fucking video, like my second Music Snob video ever, I said this Robin Thicke lawsuit with the Marvin Gaye estate is gonna set a terrible fucking precedent. And now it's too fucking late because Marvin Gaye's estate won. Like, I'm sorry, that was the biggest piece of dog shit decision I've heard in a while, and that is specifically why they went ahead and paid royalties to Right Side fucking Fred. Not trying to throw any shade at Right Side Fred, but come the fuck on, like, get over yourself. Everyone sounds like everyone else. It's called fucking art, dude. It evolves. I'm sorry, that strictly pissed me off. I'm not a fan of licensing to begin with, but the fact that they preemptively did that for something that I wouldn't have been able to tell unless I actually read it in an article somewhere, fuck me.
Dude, look what you just made me.
And visually, that reminded me of Lady Gaga.
You asked me for a place to sleep, locked me out, and threw a feast.
So apparently that's supposed to be a dig at Katy Perry. Apparently she and Katy Perry were friends or whatever. I don't know. Do famous pop people actually legitimately have friends? I think that's a fucking fair question to ask. I mean, for the amount of times that they have shit on relationships, and because, I mean, if you look between politics and entertainment and even just media in general, sycophants abound. Holy shit. I mean, that's one of my biggest fears. If I ever do make something of this, the last thing I want to be involved with is some sycophantic fucking bullshit. And I mean, having to worry about sycophants or even having them around you makes you, first of all, it can inflate your ego extremely, but then secondly, it can also make you greatly distrust people, which can really fuck with your head. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised with Taylor. Now, I mean, luckily, she's got her dad working for her. I mean, I don't know, like, not actually working for her, but working on her behalf. And I think that definitely is a help for her sanity. Maybe it actually hurts. I don't know. That's debatable. For those of you who don't know, her dad is like ungodly rich, and one of the reasons why she is as famous as she is right now. That's not to take anything away from the talent she has already displayed to us, but I mean, at the end of the day, would Taylor Swift be where she is without daddy money? Gonna say most likely not. So yeah, based upon the things we've just seen, this is her taking digs at people that she's had fucking beef with in the past and made music videos about and what the fuck ever. It's just like, okay, we get it, you're mad, Taylor. So what the fuck do you have to say about it?
Moves on another day, another drama, but not for
Well, this
me,
is
not
fucking
for me,
scary.
And then the world
Okay,
goes on.
right here, yes. This is by far my favorite version of Taylor Swift yet. Even at this angle, she kind of looks like Scarlett Johansson. Yet another plus. You want to make more music videos looking like that? Maybe get some like metal guitar in there. Let's talk, Tay-Tay.
Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do.
Fuck this chorus.
What made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me.
The thing that confuses me the most about this video, why are all of these gay guys wearing shirts that say I heart transsexuals on it? Are they actually transsexuals and they just heart themselves? Is this a profession of self-love? Oh God, jeez, I feel stupid now. Okay, yeah, it's definitely, I'm sorry, it's not I love transsexuals, it's I love Train Spotting, the movie. You can tell that's what they were going for, because if you look at the amount of eyeshadow, it looks like they're going through heroin withdrawal.
I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me.
No.
I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams.
What do you mean dreams? Yes, you will be the bad actress starring in my bad reality. That is having to watch your shit ass music video.
Trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams.
So this is supposed to be her new bad self standing atop this fucking pile of bullshit, and that bullshit being all of her past selves and her old personas and her other music videos. They're all being drama queens, fighting with each other and shit, and like being rowdy and crazy. We're about to see where this leads to, but in the meantime, let's talk about the music. This particular bridge, musically is actually nice because you get this high intensity low end and it kind of drops off into more of a timbre high end. It's a little more heady. And something is still a little bit creepy. I think the whole point she's trying to push across is like, I'm not a bitch to be fucked with. Musically speaking, I don't hate it, but like, holy crap. Stop repeating the same shit over and over again! You are praised for your songwriting prowess, for the love of God and all that is sacred in this world. For fuck's sake! Write some other lyrics! Even Kanye doesn't repeat himself as much as you in this fucking song. That's actually a pretty epic visual, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, the old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Oh, 'cause she's dead.
And that was supposed to be the whole clincher there. That moment where she says, oh, 'cause she's dead, that was supposed to be like the, oh my gosh, did you hear what she said? Like, oh my, is she crazy? Is she gone mad? What's she gonna do now? Oh my goodness. It's definitely not just because she's still a drama queen, just approaching it a different way.
Look what you made me do. Look what you made me
Okay,
do.
I'm over this
Look
chorus.
what you-
Uh-oh.
You guys! Stop making that surprise face. It's so annoying.
Yeah, you can't possibly be that surprised all the time. What's with that bitch?
Don't call me that.
Y'all, oh, stop acting like you're all nice. You are so fake.
Okay, I'm not gonna spoil the rest of it. Basically, yes, this is all of her old selves fucking roasting each other. And to be honest, I absolutely love this. This was by far my favorite part of the video and shows some amount of self-awareness. Here's the thing. This entire video is her fucking talking about all the shit she's been through and like, you did this to me, you did that to me, I don't even know if she says she doesn't deserve it or not, but she certainly didn't take any responsibility in this song. And she's basically saying the old Taylor, the one that would have just been like, whatever, like, I'm just gonna be me, I'm just gonna be good and whatever, it is now gone. She's now like, I'm a raving crazy bitch. Pretend like two guys are standing across from one another. They're like really testosterone rocking out men. One dude slaps the other guy in the face, and then the other guy points his finger and says, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker. At that point, despite what he says, you really don't think he's actually gonna do anything. Because if he had half a fucking nut, he would actually just punch the guy right in the fucking nose. That's essentially what this song is. And it's kind of shitty to say that because I really loved the ending. But I mean, if you're gonna talk about these people who made you embarrassed or put you through some rough times, do some damage. Now, I will hold this as a reservation. This is one single off of an entire album. I think there's 15 songs on that album. So maybe she digs into more dirt there. Maybe she starts going harder there. Highly fucking doubt it. But it is a possibility. But just for this as a song, it's just like, come on. Like, we get it. You think you're great shit. What the fuck else is new? We definitely have never gotten this vibe from you before. And to me, like, this feuding bullshit between celebrities, I mean, between YouTubers is bad enough, but between celebrities, it's like, get the fuck over yourselves, people. 90% of the time, it's useless bullshit that no one gives a fuck about, and like everyone's just like, oh, what are they gonna do next? What are they gonna do next? What are they gonna do next? Because it's basically like a high school like recess fight. Not recess, sorry, we don't have recess in high school. Fuck, whatever. Grade school recess fight. Fucking a bunch of dumbass, entitled, selfish children doing dumb things that really in the grand scheme of things don't matter, and we're fucking ogled in because we want to see what happens next. It's disgusting. And the whole chorus, the thing that pisses me off the absolute most about the chorus, besides the fact that it's the worst of pop music tropes, is the look what you just made me do. I understand it's a play on words of like, oh my god, look what you just made me do. Like, in that like bitchy kind of like snarky kind of way. Like, they didn't actually make her do it, but still, that kind of makes it even worse because you acknowledge you're doing this bitchy dramatic thing, which is this music video in this song. Like, Taylor, you've actually done some very good things for others. I've heard mixed stories, as a matter of fact. I've heard from some people. I live in Nashville, so I hear things from people who are in the scene. I've heard some things that say that you are a bitch and you are just like petty, prissy. I have also heard things that you are the nicest person ever. So like, to me, I can't speak on that. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing from your media shit. But I have seen you give shit tons of money. I don't know that I've ever seen you give time. I haven't looked that deeply into it. I wouldn't be surprised if you have. But I've seen you give shit tons of money to really good causes. Really good causes. And that is fantastic. I saw the lawsuit that you recently had with the guy when he groped your ass, and he plainly groped your ass, and I'm sorry he did that. Quick side note. He makes the rest of us look real fucking bad, the rest of us men, and he ought to be decked in the fucking face. But I thought it spoke very highly of you to go ahead with that lawsuit, and I think you only took like, what, $1? That was the damages or whatever, was $1. And then you went and you either did or are going to pledge money to something that helps women with sexual harassment. I don't remember exactly what the hell it is, pardon me. This is all great shit, man. And then you dive into this shit. Like, come on. I don't think you're the worst person ever, but I think you're letting the ego get to your fucking head, dude. If you're really that upset about your public image, if you're really trying to shed the skin of like, this Taylor has been tainted and I'm the new Taylor, I've risen from the dead, the best thing to do is to fucking disappear for a little bit. Pull a Dave Chappelle and get the fuck out of America, roll over to Africa, help some people out with your time and money. Stay out of the drama. And this is specifically why I really don't feel that bad talking shit on you throughout this video. Although you've done some very good things, might hint to me that you're just feeding your ego some more. So if you haven't heard, there's this thing where when Taylor Swift sells tickets to go on tour, you have to buy her merchandise or share her shit on social media or watch videos in order to be higher in line to try and buy a ticket. You literally have to pay her money, pay her and her label and who the fuck else is involved money in order to be closer in line to buying a ticket. That's disgusting. I don't give a fuck who you are. Now, I mean, the article that I read talking about this was like blaming capitalism. I am by no means anti-capitalist, but that is not capitalist in my eyes. That is corporatist and that is profits before people. And the way that I understand actual capitalism is not profits before people. It's quite the opposite. It's a debate to be had another time. That article calls it immoral. I would say at very least it's certainly unethical, especially when you have young girls who have the ability to buy up to 13 of your CD. They're not gonna need to listen to 13 copies of your fucking CD just to get a ticket. That's fucked up, Taylor. Do not try to fucking come into this comment section and tell me how fucking wonderful she is. That's a bullshit fucking move. You say, oh, it's her label, it's their decision. You are rich enough to leave your fucking label. Do it. Grow a pair of fucking cojones and do the shit that you're supposed to do as an artist. You are shitting on our art when you do things like that. Fuck. At the end of the day, Taylor, if you really want to surprise us, if you really want to show that you're the new Taylor who really doesn't care, who's gonna fucking dab on the fucking haters or just shake it off, just shut the fuck up and pretend like you don't give a shit. I'm not mad because I fucking hate you, because I definitely don't. I mean, your music can piss me off from time to time, but for fuck's sake, it's not that difficult. God damn it. All right. Leave your comments in the comments section. Oh, the T-Swift gang. I expect nothing but only comments telling me how correct I was. Oh, if you guys would like to help me make better videos, you can go ahead to the link in the description to my Patreon page and pledge some money to me every month, because even a snob needs to be patronized every once in a while. Or if you can't make a monthly donation, you can actually go to my merch page. There's a Spreadshirt link down there. Buy some cool merch, get some cool shit, you know, whatevs. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Become the Knight. I interact with my fans on there. I hear your guys' suggestions. I also every once in a while may do a live stream or two. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to me bitch about something for a good while. I greatly appreciate you. And I will see you in the next video. Rock on!